Issue 13. Is stress a foe or a friend? People like to believe that if they had more time and less pressure, they could achieve more and be happier. But these same people seldom use their free time to accomplish anything. They perform only when they are up against a deadline or a threat. Pictures talk. 1. Question number 1. Nobody's free from stress. What are some common stresses? Question number 2. Is stress always a foe? When can it be a friend? 2. Question number 1. What are the top 5 jobs which cause a lot of stress? Question number 2. Talk about jobs people can do without stress. 3. Question number 1. What are the stresses that husbands are likely to suffer from? What are the stresses wives go through? Question number 2. Do you think your kids are without stress? What stresses are they usually under? 4. Question number 1. Who undergoes more stress, a childless couple or one with kids? Question number 2. There is an old saying, half of your life is ruined by your parents and the other half by your kids. Can you explain what it means?
5. Question number 1. What are the stresses on most employers? What about employee stress? Question number 2. Which group suffers more? Why? 6. Question number 1. Does learning English give you a lot of stress? Why or why not? Question number 2. What is the solution? 7. Question number 1. Different people deal with stress differently. What are some positive ways of dealing with it? Question number 2. What happens if someone does not handle stress adequately and merely tries to ignore it? 8. Question number 1. What is the worst stress you've ever experienced? Question number 2. What are your current stresses? How do you manage them?
Express yourself directly. 1. Rate the following situations on a scale of 10, high stress, to 1, no stress at all. Explain your answers. A. You just lost your job. B. You are divorced. C. Your kids' grades are falling. D. You got a traffic ticket. E. Your mortgage rate is going up. F. It's raining all day. G. You had an argument with your significant other. H. Your taxes are going up. I. You're gaining weight. J. You caught a cold. K. Your pet died. Let's talk funny.
The only way left. A married couple are meeting a counselor to discuss their problems.
You know, every day the cost of living is rapidly rising. Our finances are becoming quite tight. I want to know how to cope with this problem. Simple. You should make more money or spend less. I can't make any more money. I work as hard as I can right now.
And I can't spend any less. All I ever buy are absolute necessities like food and medical care.
Isn't there any solution? Only one, I'm afraid. You can stop living. Questions.
1. These days, inflation is a real problem. How do you cope with it? 2. Which is easier, making more money or spending less?
What does it mean? 1. The time to relax is when you don't have time for it. 2. There's going to be stress in life, but it's your choice whether you let it affect you or not. 3. Pressure and stress are the common colds of the psyche. 4. God didn't do it all in one day. What makes me think I can? 5. Stress should be a powerful driving force, not an obstacle.
6. When you find yourself stressed out, ask yourself one question. Will this matter in 5 years? If yes, then do something about the situation. If no, then let it go. 7. In the middle of the difficulty lies the opportunity. 8. Tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. 9. For the sake of getting a living, men forget to live. 10. It is not just being overweight that's dangerous. Stress is also dangerous.
Synopsis. One.
Too many people drown in the sea of stress because they neglect to wear a life jacket.
2. I need a new line of work. This one is too stressful. Please don't change. If you quit, I'll be out of a job. Then let me go and you can try to catch me again. That way we can both be employed. 3. I have to carry the entire weight of the household on my shoulders.
Don't worry, I'll help steady the load.
4. Son, you're negligent in your duty to your old father. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sandwiched between the never-ending demands of my father and son, and I can't make either one of them happy.
Dad, you aren't generous enough. If I wanted something, you should let me have it immediately.
5. I have to look out for the welfare of my business. That includes increasing its profits.
We have to look out for the welfare of our families. Our employer is making lots of money already, so he should give us a little bit more.
6. Maybe I'm taking the phrase food for thought a bit too literally. 7. I deal with stress by throwing it upon others.
When I get stressed out, I hit out indiscriminately.
8. For weeks before I proposed, I was under a lot of stress. I didn't know what to say or do. And then, when I finally popped the question, she said no.
For years, I was under constant stress. Men kept asking me to marry them, and it was hard to keep saying no.
9. It can't get any more stressful than this. I feel like I'm going to explode.
I think I can balance my stress and my goal.
I'm perfectly happy because I have no stress, no job, no wife, no ambition. 10. I've had enough. You win.
You can't quit. I'm not through with you yet.
11. The signs were clear, but I was in too much of a hurry to pay any attention. 12. Anyone can easily learn to live with stress. Try it and see.
Relaxation and peace of mind work against stress better than any insecticide against bugs.
There's a lot to do. Get busy. Hurry up. 13.
I have to keep stress and pressure on a short leash, or they will end up crapping all over my life.
14.
A few drops of water a day will make my flower bloom, but a whole bucketful will simply drown it.
15. I keep trying to outrun stress, but the harder I run, the sooner it catches up. 16.
The experts claim the next 4 years will be the most stressful in our history.
I want to find out if I'll be alive in 5 years. If not, I might as well start smoking and drinking while I can.
I just want to see what the future is going to be like.
Huh? I thought this was the line for the new Star Wars movie.
I want to see if my husband will still love me in 5 years.
If I know what's going to happen, I can make the best investments. 17. After crawling in darkness for decades, I finally saw the light. 18.
I'm content to be myself, though I know I won't ever get very far.
I have to keep putting a lot of effort into it so I can go higher and faster.
But no matter how far out you go, you always end up back where you started.
19. Whoever invented the concept of multitasking never had to do anything else. 20. I refuse to worry about my weight. A fat man can be happy, but a worried man can never.